All right, so welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Frank Ocean reaction. It has been a minute since I listened to Blonde, but since I did my Blonde reaction, that has become one of my favorite albums ever. And I'm finally getting around to doing Endless, which a lot of you guys asked for on that reaction video. So I'm gonna be straight up. I don't know if the version of Endless that I have is the same version that everyone who has Apple Music is listening to. I don't have Apple Music, so I have Endless, but I don't have Endless, if you know what I mean. The version that I found is got a nice quality to it. It's 19 tracks. I don't know if it's correct. I've seen a couple of different track lists online. I don't know which one is which, but we're gonna listen to the version that I have, and if anything's missing from it, let me know in the comments, or those of you that are in the chat, let me know, and I will listen to whatever might or may not be missing from it towards the end of the video. So, what's up, Pizza? Good to see you, man. I mean, needless to say, you know, I'm very excited to listen to this. If this is anything at all like Blonde, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I mean, this is one of those albums that I don't have to, you know, tell you that it's good for you to actually go and check it out. I'm late to this one. Most of you have already heard this. So I'm not gonna be super, like, I'm not gonna try and tell you every single thing that you should enjoy about these songs. I'm not going to try and be over analytical or anything, because when I listen to Frank, I kind of just like to vibe, and obviously I'm going to critique the album and, you know, point out little details that I pick up and things that I may or may not enjoy about it, but I'm not going to just be like super, you know what I mean? I'm not going to try hard this reaction video. I'm going to let it just be as natural as I can, see how I feel about it. So obviously, I've got an open mind heading into it. I'm really, really excited to be here listening to this with you guys. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch to check out these streams. And also, the donation goal, if you want to contribute to the Brent Fayez reaction, use the Streamlabs link that is in the description. And with that said, man, let's just not waste any more time. Honestly, let's just stop talking and jump into the album. Track 1, At Your Best, You Are Love. This feels so weird having both sounds panned to different ears. Such a soft voice, falsetto, man. The Rhodes on the right is really cool, but I'm loving the strings on the left. Oh, fuck you, bro. There's music, and then there's music. You know what this needs? An 808. Damn. You know? What do I can't say anything to that. He's just on a different level. That's his song now. Alabama. Man, I love the way he pans the background vocals, dude. It's like a simple little keyboard in his voice, and it sounds awesome. Is that Sampha? Oh, no way, bro. Oh, man. Just when I thought it couldn't get any better. You know what sucks? Is he gives us Sampha, and there's 12 seconds left. This son of a bitch. This is the next track, Mine. What the hell is this? Oh wow, those synths are really cool. Okay, so that was Alabama and Mine. Two very, very short tracks. I hate that he brought Sampha in. I'm a professional athlete, so and gave us like just 15 seconds. Thanks for the follow, Kilo. Just gave us like 15 seconds with Sampha's vocals. That sounded so cool. You know, it was like 3 vocal takes. The 2 background vocal layers were panned, 1 to each side. And just that really simple little keyboard, just like holding it down, you know, 4 notes, just playing quarter notes. And then Sampha comes in out of nowhere and the song ends and comes into this really weird, you know, bunch of mumbling vocals with this crazy arpeggio synth in the background for 30 seconds. It's like, this man's a menace, you know? Someone has to stop him. You don't give me 15 seconds of Sampha. What are you doing? Next track is Unity.
Contact with my face mask, nothing but net. Is you Roger or Novak?
I'm loving the jazzy horns in the background, but like, he's like almost rapping here. Smooth ass guitars.
If I ever seem like time's up, when we swans cooking with the grease now,
Shout out to the Groupons, bro. Dude, those guitars are so good, man. With the horns in the background, it's just like lounge, jazzy, soulful music, man. Mike Dean, the GOAT. Dude, the ambience is crazy on this one. Okay, this is Comme des Garçons, but it's like a minute long. It's a bunch of tracks that are really, really quick in succession. Dude, UNITY, really smooth, jazzy instrumentals, but he kind of takes like a rapping approach to it almost, which I think is great. I mean, he's so versatile. His voice just sounds so magnificent on its own that he can do anything with it and it'll sound good. I mean, he can pitch it an octave up, he can pitch it down, he can sing, rap, like he'll do whatever with his voice and it'll sound fire because it's just so unique and it sounds great with everything that he does. But then towards the latter half, it kind of gets rid of some of the jazzier elements and it goes into, you know, a simpler portion of the track that leads into that 10-second because you're so young and you're so beautiful or something like that. You should have the very best in life. Just a little quick text, 10-second snippet. Very, very cool, dude. Very cool. I mean, I'm going to enjoy this album. I know that I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to everything I'm going to have to say about it, for the most part, is going to be positive. This is why I said at the beginning, I'm not going to try to just be super over-analytical, because it's like, there's too many positive things to say about this. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and highlight the things that maybe I disagree with, because there's going to be so few of those that'll actually give me something to say. Beyond that, a lot of Frank's music leaves me kind of speechless, and I'm just searching and grasping for words. So yeah, this is just really, really nicely done. Comme des Garçons.
On the side, he was seeing double. I was spending whole lot. We were spending so much time.
Love that bass line. Look at the perks. Oh, wow. Look at those little melodies. Fire, bro. Wow. I love this little clicky hi-hat too. That's awesome. Xenons. Ugh. No. Honey baby. 10 seconds long. What the fuck is going on, bro? Okay, pause it. Damn. All right, Wither. We just went through 3 tracks in like less than a minute. Oh man, Xenons was so good. Oh, he didn't even give us a minute of that. That sounded so good. It had the little high-pitched, like, I mean, you know, the little synth lead. It sounded so sweet. The drum bounce was so great. Like, fuck, bro. Give me 3 minutes of that shit. And he gives us like 30 seconds and then it moves on to another 10-second clip of I don't know what. Xenons that's a crime. Xenons being like 20, 30 seconds long is a crime, bro. Someone please lock this man up. Wither. Here I was thinking the reaction was gonna be on the longer side because there's like 20 tracks on this. I didn't know every song was gonna be 10 seconds long. Love his vocal mix here. Gives a very intimate feeling, kind of like Dijon on Absolutely. Sounds like it's being recorded right in front of you. Those background vocals are heavenly, bro. Blonde definitely feels more finished so far, but this is insane. Jasmine Sullivan's background vocals, that's why. She's incredible. Imagine making like a throwaway album just to get out of your deal, and it's this good, you know? Look at these keys, bro. Look at what they're doing with the keys. So ambitious, you know? Yeah, not a throwaway album, but just, this is the secondary one to Blonde. Blonde is the real album, and this is the one he made to get out of the deal. That's why he didn't release this as wide, I think, as Blonde. It's still so insane. In here somewhere. Yo, did he run his vocals through an amp to give it like a guitar? It feels like someone's plucking his vocals. Bro, the reversed hats. Someone please bring in The Weeknd, bro. Girl, I do this song, make that pussy pop, do it how I... Crazy. Loving the drums, man. The reversed hi-hat sound is crazy. Slide on me. Wow. It sucks that it's only pan to the left. Suddenly I'm not mad at it now that the track sounds fuller. These drums are nice. Oh, listen to that synth bass, bro. God damn, that synth bass is fat. Bro, Frank is nuts, man. You already know what emote this album deserves, bro. Look at the drums. There's something about Frank Ocean's lyrics and his performance on a lot of these tracks that they almost feel improvised. They almost feel like he's just vibing over the tracks. Like he's got the beat on in his headphones and he's just singing and saying whatever comes to mind, whatever his heart comes up with. It almost sounds like his tracks, they don't have a specified like structure to it in the way that he sings them. It's not verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. You know what I mean? It's like, if there's a hook, great, but I'm gonna just say whatever comes to mind in whatever rhythm that I can, fit into this pocket. And it just feels spontaneous and fluid, and like very few people could do that and be as successful with it as he does. Someone else who does it like crazy is SZA. Where the verses just don't feel structured. The song just feels like it, kind of meanders all the way through to the end, and you don't really know what to expect, or there's no real sense of like, it's just free. Whatever happens, happens. It's almost like he's improvising everything. And I don't think that he is, but it feels like it. And that is really, really tough to master. But I think that he definitely has, for sure. On the right side, that's really cool. Sideways. I love the transitions too, so smooth.
I was in it, 10K talking mid-strokes, prime, keep the safety off in it, and we finna have a minute. Out of West One that put some real swans in the pond that fell asleep in the fall.
This album so far just feels so easy to just put on and let it play, man. The dick long as a swan neck is crazy. James Blake on the synths? Oh wow. Man, this is crazy. Even now, like the muffled kick drum, everything about this is just so cool. Transition into Florida, man, wow. Chills all the way up my back. I wish you could see the goosebumps, bro. I have chills going from my neck down to my feet. This bass, oh my God, look at the sub on that. The synth is so rich, man, the bass. Impietas and something else. I can't see the title, the full thing. This man's banging on pots and pans and playing with the zipper. This man made this beat inside a kitchen. I like that. Cool little bounce, man. Wacky drum sounds, always fire. Oh, the tiny little fill, bro. No one talk to me right now, I'm floating. God damn. Again, goosebumps. Rushes. Bro, something about this just feels like spiritual and healing, man. I knew today's vibes were gonna be impeccable, bro. Dude, fuck, man. He can't keep getting away with this, bro. This man is actually a weapon of mass destruction. Rushes too. Thanks for the follow, Javelin. This, oh man. Fuck. Can't even speak. I love the panning on the hi-hats, bro. Dude, will I upload the endless reaction to the channel? Absolutely, yeah. Yo, there's like, I think there's an ARP going around and it's panning back and forth. It's just adding some really cool texture on those higher ends, man. This is Higgs.
Too long, recreation is talking to sleep at night, coddled and pacified.
Those guitars, sexy. You know what? You know what his voice sounds like? The end of a Studio Ghibli movie when everything turns out to be okay and it's all warm and happy and comfortable again. His voice sounds like that feeling you get when you miss your parents because you haven't seen them in a minute. And then, obviously once you see them again, you realize why you wanted to get away from them in the first place. But that feeling of like, oh, I miss home, that warm kind of like, man, it was nice when I was around my parents and my family and shit. That's what his voice feels like. His voice feels like sitting around a fireplace, Roasted marshmallows, man. His voice feels like a warm blanket in the winter. Like laying down in bed after a hard day's work. That's what his voice sounds like, man. The first sunny day after like it snows for 6 weeks in Massachusetts. That's what his voice sounds like, bro. Higgs is an amazing song. Mitsubishi Sony.
That substance you need, start a family tonight. Price the dollar, been cheap than a bitch. 2 burros and 2 lips on the.
Dude, these synths are so playful.
Like they next to my kin, like they paid by the Pope.
Oh wow. Man, the drums and the synth on this are absolutely nutty. Oh shit, that's the last track that I have. No, dude. That's the last track that I have. Dude, Endless is such a ride, bro. You can totally tell that it's from the same era as Blonde, obviously. Like, not only can you tell because we know that going into it, but you can tell by the way it sounds as well. But dude, it's so good. I can't compare it to Blonde. It's really not fair to compare it to Blonde because I've heard Blonde a couple of times already, and it's one of my favorite albums ever, and it's like, it hits so different every time that I listen to it. There's so many iconic songs on there for me that having just heard this once, I can't really, it's not fair for me to say, oh, Endless is better or Blonde is better. I definitely need to listen to Endless more to get an actual fair comparison. Because obviously, having only heard this once, I think Blonde is better. You know what I mean? My favorite song on Blonde, I honestly don't even know if I have just one, but Endless is still so fire, man. I had such a blast listening to it that I heard 19 songs. When was the last time you saw me listen to 19 songs and be sad that an album ended? You know what I mean? We heard 19 tracks and I was like, oh man, that's it? That's never happened. I was left speechless at some points. I'm not much of a crier, but I felt emotional at some points during those wavier, smoother, tracks where Frank is the focus is mainly on his vocals, and he's got that really sort of, he's got something about his voice, man, that when he adds the background vocals and he does the harmonies, there's something spiritual and healing to it that I think I mentioned that at one point during the video. I did feel emotional at some points during the album. There was a lot of really interesting drum sounds, a lot of, creative drum bounces. It's awesome, man. It's a great album. Blonde is so polished and precise. Endless is more raw and leans more into ambience. Yeah, and Endless also was a visual album, wasn't it? I didn't see the visuals, so I feel like I'm missing something there. But also, Endless feels more hectic. There's a lot more 10-second songs on there. There's a lot more it's a little more sporadic. It's a little more free-flowing and adventurous almost. It's you got to listen to both. That's really you have to listen to both. That's just the way to do it. Okay, so I pulled up Device Control here on YouTube. We're gonna listen to it. I've reviewed the album. We're gonna listen to it and then we'll end the video. Yeah, it's got this Daft Punk, Depeche Mode, crazy kind of a vibe, man. It's crazy because on YouTube it actually says this song is Higgs, which doesn't make much sense. 7 minutes though of this is it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's actually a crazy song. It's a little too long, but obviously you could play that in a club. People don't care about how long it is. It doesn't change my thoughts on the album. It's still a surreal experience to sit down and listen to this all the way through, man. I would have to just highly recommend all of it. All of Frank Ocean. If there's a Frank Ocean song, listen to it. Thank you guys for sitting through the video. Thank you guys for sitting through the stream as well, and listening to this album with me. It's been a blast. I really appreciate you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, consider supporting the channel on Patreon. You get access to the whole uncut reaction video. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch these streams as they happen live. And, like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost at 19,000 subs, which is, it's a milestone that I've had for a minute now. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Everybody stay safe. As always, peace out.